I never know if I'm live or not. It's been so long. So yeah, until somebody comes in here and wants to talk, I may have to get Phil to check. Says I'm live. I'm live with nobody on. 2 minutes in and not a single person here to talk to. All right, there's one. it took me 2.5 minutes to get one person in here. Anyway, I'm Frank. There's no Phil. She's cooking for the kids tonight. I was wanting to just make sure my live stream was still working. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've live streamed. I didn't even recognize the StreamYard duck anymore. It's like a little blue duck with headphones on. Anyway, so who's watching? How the heck are you? I liked my thumbnail tonight, actually. AI did a good job on the thumbnail. Live chat with you, gaming and fun. I have no idea what the gaming will be about. Chill vibes and good times. That I'm definitely all for. Great people, good energy. I think the people who know me are great, and the people that really like Phil and Phil hang out with, they're great people, but I apparently have a negative connotation that I carry with me. So, and then over here it says, let's hang out. Join me to be live. So join me. Feel free to say anything, whoever is here. Let's say, oh, show. I know this one. Bakers Without Borders. This is Ray's friend. Hi, how are you doing? You know, part of the reason I came on here is because I myself have been missing Ray doing his live streams at 6 o'clock. Tonight at 6, I did a walk for, I don't know, I think it was about 2 miles, 2.5 miles. Only, I think total walk time was like an hour and 2 minutes, with an elevation of 135 feet, whatever that means. I guess I did some uphill. Anyway, so how have you two been doing? I know you guys left wherever Ray's town was at there, and you went to a new area of the Philippines. How's that working out for you? Do you like it there? I myself moved. I moved from Iloilo City onto the outskirts in Santa Barbara to play golf and just kind of, I don't know, change of pace. Yeah, we missed Ray. Me too. I part of the reason I threw myself under the bus here tonight was just because I kind of miss his cronies and the time slot there. I used to watch him for about 2 hours or so every night. I would like to think everything's okay with him, but I don't know. He was into it for a while, and then he just seems to kind of lose it. The last time I saw him, him and Lynn was with Scuba Steve and somebody named Michael I'm not familiar with, and they were doing a dinner somewhere else. So I guess he was on in travels. I know Scuba Steve is from, where is that place at? What was that little island? I doubt he would have went there. We were in Panglao Bohol. We were in Tagaytay. Yep, he's a Tagaytay guy, the Tagaytay guy. And are you guys still doing the YouTube? Are you still making videos? I'll have to recheck on that. Do you like Panglao or Bohol? How is this Panglao Bohol location? And by the way, I usually never get very many people watching. Tonight is, very, very clear that I don't get hardly anybody. But I don't do these on a regular basis too. So anyway, I just was kind of in the mood to chit chat, or actually I was really in the mood to sort of chit chat with Ray and see what all was being said and just kind of listen to the live stream, but there was nowhere to go with that. So here I sit, all brokenhearted, wanted Ray, and no, nada, didn't get him. So lately, again, I moved. I'm closer to the golf course. Yeah, we're still making videos. Let me check. Let me see what the last video you guys hear. Bakers with borders. I guess we'll talk about that. Bakers without borders. It would help if I'd say it right. Frankie and Angie. Well, welcome to the same. We have the same name. That's super cool. I should have remembered that. 312 subscribers. You're doing well. I'm subscribed. Let's see. Our first month here broke us. Really? That almost seems like a story in and of itself. 7 minutes and 23 seconds of Bohol broke you. Actually, that was a good view numbers. 3,000 or 3.1. That's really, really good. Or is that not you? That might be somebody else. That's under for you. Sorry. No, on your videos it says planting our first seeds. Got my ass handed to me in the pool tournament. Clearly, that would be me too. A typical day running around Panglao. Adventures in Aslab, Cebu. Me and Phil were just talking about Cebu. If I went there, I would want to do the adventuring, mountaineering, adventure thing where you do the little rivers and walk and hang out. That seems kind of cool. Doljo Sunset. What is Doljo? Where is Doljo? It's pretty there on your thumbnail. Let's see. You got 1,100 views on that short. 1.7 there. Yeah, you guys are all over the map on you're like, kind of remind me of me. You have a beautiful wife, Sir Frankie. She's pretty. Nice to meet you, by the way, Miss Angel, if you're watching. Kind of reviewing your channel here. There's not much else going on. The Bolho Bee Farm jacked my knee up. Going to find crutches. Ouch. That's not something you want to have happen in the Philippines, right? Mashup, now showing like grease videos, popular videos. Anyway, well, congratulations, you're sticking with it. It's not easy. YouTube is a fickle monster. I like your thumbnail on the last one, though, the planting our first seeds in the Philippines. Fell's a huge planter, huge gardener, loves to just garden the hell out of everything out here, from bonsai trees to pretty much every time we go in the grocery store, she's buying some kind of seeds for something. Last time I turned around, I was buying about 18 to 20 bigger size pots for her roses and whatnot. If I was more of an expert...
They won't let us look at them unless we have an appointment, so I guess we'll find the phone number and see if we can contact somebody. And
it was good food. Yeah, we met the owner.
It looks pretty nice, the place you're at there. Hopefully plenty of zucchini. Zucchini bread sounds good. Oh, man, my mom used to make zucchini bread. I wasn't necessarily the biggest zucchini guy, but I definitely like the zucchini bread. We used to have a huge garden in Texas. Texas, that's cool. What part of Texas? I grew up in Oklahoma. I was a Tulsa boy. So, kind of know that lifestyle a little bit. And by the way, what happened with Ray? Like, why is Ray not doing the live streams anymore? Do you have a clue? Turn that down just a little bit more. I'll watch some of that later. Planning our first season. Is that a rental house or did you buy that? Looks nice at a glance there. Really nice, actually. The Butthole Bee Farm has good zucchini bread to buy. And we are from Huntsville, Texas, an hour and a half north of Houston. Yeah, Huntsville. Isn't that, that's right by the bridge that goes to Padre Island, South Padre Island? Boy, did I used to have fun going to Padre Island. So I'm glad you found me. I guess I'm like the only guy I know. We got, 30-something thousand subscribers, none of which are ever informed about my videos, it would seem. And and doesn't really dial in whenever we watch or do the live streams. So then it says, I talked to Ray a couple of times over the last couple of months. He said he was just taking a break. Okay. I did that too for a little while. YouTube will kind of, wear you out from time to time. Unlike Ray, I didn't really do the live streams that much. I was more of just a video guy. And I guess my videos just never really caught on. My lifestyle here doesn't really compare to other people's. I guess I'm a mover and a shaker and a spender. Most people here are about budget videos and trying to save money. And I just trying to live the best possible life I can. Somebody told me one time that, Frank, you ought to do the Philippines finer things niche, like make that be kind of like your ticket. Oh, you like this? Yeah, buy it. Oh, you want this? Oh, yeah, do it. Oh, you want to go there? Ha, take it. Just be that guy in the Philippines. But there is a bit of a niche in that, in the sense that what are the good things that are here? Like what is the finer side of life of the Philippines? And if one such things exists, then I do tend to live it. Me and Phil are, hey, Angel, Frankie and I are both on the phones. Oh, that's cool. So that's how I got two. It's super cool. Yeah, no, you guys are great. Ray was a real fan of you guys. I think you were neighbors, right? Cat corner in the same condo there. Me and him, I thought we were becoming pretty good buddies, but we never ended up crossing paths, or at least not yet. So anyway, nice to meet you, Miss Angel. Phil's cooking for the kids right now. I'm recovering from my walk that I just did. And today is the first day I'm starting a, what do you call it? A diet, right? Where I here in Elo, they have, the last video, the Boracay ones, the vacation videos, those were pretty good. I like to think I do. You know what? I work a lot on the editing, right? Where a lot of people kind of rush their edits out. I spend a whole lot of time. I'll speed up videos. I detach the sound so you don't hear the weird speed up thing. Then I'm cutting and splicing the whole sound thing so you still hear the talking and it fits into the new, shortened, sped up version. That's one thing I do. I tend to try to make a bunch of comic strips, right, with my AI. Hey, I never know how to pronounce this. Bahuluk. Bahuluk. I'm wondering if this is Bradley. Is this you, Sir Bradley? If it is, you're in my last video, the one I just made that's coming out. Did it come out tonight or maybe tomorrow night? No, maybe it came out tonight. Let me see. I got to check my own channel. By the way, we have Bakers Without Borders is here tonight. They have a channel that looks really good. They're just starting up. So if anybody here wants to see them, take a look at this. This is primarily, even if people, I guess, replay this one. Yeah, okay. So my Tatoys Santa Barbara one came out an hour ago. 15 views in an hour. But anyway, if that's you, Bradley, you're in the video. So you should make sure to take a chance to see that. You need to go walk too, huh? But this road we live on is kind of too busy and I'm afraid to get run over. Yeah, well, that's part of the reason I migrated out to Santa Barbara. I know you don't know our location, but it's kind of like a little town about 20 to 30 minutes outside of Elo. So you're still connected to town. It's got a golf course. The airport is actually here. But I live in a neighborhood that they thought was going to really take off, and it didn't. So now we got just a whole lot of open streets and street lights, and it's very, very easy to, kind of get motivated and moving around out here. But it's also got a lot of undulation. So I'm like kind of walking up hills, walking down hills. Legs are getting sore, getting tired. Yeah, but I need it. Yeah. So me and AI have decided that I ordered the diet menu, gonna start getting 2 meals a day, 5 days a week. And man, the portion size was really small. I wish I knew how to like post up a video on here, but I'm kind of new to StreamYard. So I'm not really sure quite how to do that. About the one thing I know how to do, and I haven't even been doing it here. Let me hide that one and then put up this one. I like doing this. Nice to meet you too. I need to go walk. Okay. But this road we live on is dangerous, right? So I was explaining how ours is kind of dangerous. One of the reasons we moved is actually just to get to a little bit safer digs. I love the comedy strips. Do you get demonetized your copyright for that for using the AI? Well, if I do, they haven't said anything to me yet. And my monetize is almost an embarrassing to admit to, because though I've qualified, though I have it, the amount of money I make is, zilch. I'd be lucky to make $100 a month. But, I don't really know why those would be copyrighted or a problem. I simply just throw in clips or pictures from the video that I'm making and just tell it the story, and then it kind of bangs out a little comic strip, page 1, page 2. Sometimes I'll do that comic strip into like a cartoon, so it looks like almost like the comic strip's coming alive. Turn the page, hey, there's us in cartoon, only for seconds, and then we turn back into real people, and it gets right back to the story. But one of the things me and Phil just have never taken off. I don't know, it's because I live a bit of a spoiled life. I don't do budget videos, and I don't show off too awful much. But at the end of the day, with us, it's just kind of like seeing a real Philippines couple, living the best life we possibly can, enjoying our friends out here, and kind of trying to, make a go of it through YouTube. So I have a whole lot of fun. Again, I really edit the heck out of my videos, but that's kind of obvious. So I guess that's become a bit of a hobby. I've had people tell me the live streams are good, but I never really can get too many people, and I never really kind of know what to say. So it's just been a long time in coming since I've done them. But I'm struggling on the other fronts again too. So I guess at this point, I'll just have to kind of dive back into things. Oh, did you? Well, if Ray jumps in, I'd be glad. The water, see? Fiji water. I had an expat get together at my house. People came and was like, wow, Frank, you got the expensive water. I'm like, here we go again. Can't win for losing around here. But yeah, no, I try to live a really good life, the finer side of the Philippines. I go to nice restaurants. I eat fancy steaks. I buy too much shit from SNR. I've got, about every kind of toy you could imagine. I don't build a house. I haven't bought any property in Phil's name. I didn't build her parents a house. Like, whatever playbook, whatever comes down the pike that you're supposed to do, I haven't done any of it. So I live the most obscure Philippines life you possibly can. And so I attribute that to maybe that's why we don't really ever kind of take off, but I still enjoy the gig, right? I've made some pretty good friends through James and Mel and the Texas Filipino Beach Resort. Shout out for that. I've got good friends here with Bakers Without Borders that I've met through Ray. I've made pretty much all of the friends and activity, that I do these days is a result of YouTube. So I owe YouTube a lot, and I have a lot of fun just being a part of the YouTube scene. Again, somebody's got to be the guy with the least amount of views and the least amount of attention and the lowest, YouTube stuff out there. So I guess on that front, I have that mantle. I claim it. So yeah, thank you. I'm glad you texted him to let him know. Maybe he'll jump in here. Been a long time since I've heard from Sir Ray. In fact, I was almost afraid maybe I had said something wrong or somebody had conveyed a message that was inaccurate, something like that. I love double Jack and Cokes. All right, me too. In fact, that almost sounds so good I should drink one, but I don't have any Coke Zero right now. I do have a ginormous bottle of Jack Daniels, though. I don't even want to open it up. I can barely carry this monster. I don't know if you've seen one quite like this. Look at the size of this damn thing. Hoorah, right? I think I could drink myself dead with something like this. And actually, my last short, I was acting like a total buffoon at Maggie Mae's because I was with James and Mel and a variety of other expats. And the Jack and the Daniel came out that night. I was dancing like a fool, carrying on, having just a really good old time. But, that is actually in a weird way that defines me. I just have a really good time in the Philippines. Hold on, let's post that. There we go. I love double Jack and Cokes. Phil gets mad when she's like, oh, no, it's the doubles. So then she starts counting them. We have nobody. It's been embarrassing.
What?
Yeah, seriously. Jump in here. The only thing. By the way, say hi to Angel.
Hello. I'm just being a mommy.
Hey, there's Raina Parnicio. You know Raina?
You don't know Raina? Raina me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting you to try to get you this. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. He's seen the big giant monster Jack. But again, so I'm on my diet, right? I ordered this diet. It's I get 2 salads a day and 2, low sugar diabetic. Not that I'm diabetic, but it's low sugar, no rice, little meals. And Phil's first comment when she saw this, they look good. Like the food was good. And then she's like,
Is it?
tell him how small it was.
Yeah,
she's like,
this is it? It's still small.
this is so little. How's the world is Frank ever going to survive on these? I guess it's better than fasting. Hello, Phil. That's probably Miss Angel.
Hello. So I've just
Raina May, we're not ignoring you. I wanted you to see the picture of them. Oops. I went to their video. See if I can show it there. Right here. Frankie and Angel.
Wow, Frankie.
Frankie, right? Yeah.
Frankie.
There we go. There's a good close up there. These were Ray's neighbor.
Ah.
You might remember. No. They lived catty corner from him, and now they're in Bohol.
Yeah, so I'm just late a little bit because I've just cooked dinner for the kids and of course for me.
Now, the thing with Raina is I've never seen Raina ever show up on a live stream or a YouTube comment or in anything. That's why I find this intriguing. I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Raina for showing up.
I think Hannah is also watching there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I heard out Dr. Frank is live, I think.
Oh.
Let me see.
Well, that's because for the first 8 minutes, I had nobody. I mean, it was so embarrassing. We sat here like super quiet. Nobody will rewatch this one.
Now?
Because if you start to rewatch it, you're going to be like, what is going on here? It's like Frank's scratching his head. Frank's adjusting his hat.
Sorry, because again, I'm just cooking. So when I just eat fast, because I heard that Frank's cooking is doing like
we got to get warmed up to this again. That's what this is all about. It's been just too long since I've done this talk scene, and I blame Ray.
Why?
Well, because again, the only reason I jumped on here is I went to come to watch Ray, and once again, he's still on break. He's on hiatus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had nobody to watch that I could think of. So, but it's super cool, and we have Angel and Frankie here. So,
Frankie and Angel.
yeah, their name's actually better than Frank and Phil.
Oh,
Frankie and Angel, I think's got a better ring to it.
Yeah, because F and F. So F and F.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hello guys. What's up? What's happening in your day-to-day life?
Your neck of the
So,
woods of Bohol. What do you know about Bohol? What of
Bohol.
anything,
I've
if
never
anything?
been in Bohol, but I heard.
Do you have any
that,
Bohol information, any stories?
My sister went there. Phoebe, when she was in college, they went to Chocolate Hills.
Oh, that's where the Chocolate Hills are, is
Yeah,
Bohol. I was just
yes.
talking about that the other day.
And one of our kind of friend, not really.
Kind of friend. Oh no, where are you going with
No,
this?
no, no, no.
One of our
The
kind of
lady,
friends.
the lady just was Efrelin. Something she was from Bohol, or
Okay,
maybe
yeah,
she
no.
went to Bohol. I'm not really sure. Yeah.
I don't know. That one doesn't necessarily ring a bell. Hold on, let's pop this up there. There you go, Raina. You get a little shout out. Back to you.
Who is that?
Here's a little hello, Fel. Hello, Fel. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. Come on over here, Zyrene. And
Hi,
here's, you gotta lean over. We can't see your face. There we go.
No.
We got a little Zyrene. She's always saying good night. It starts about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You get about 17 good nights on our way to bed every day and every night.
Good night. This is the first
All right,
one.
so there we go. Read this.
It's hard to get a channel to go in because it's big channel where you have fun.
Wait, the camera's
We're the
bad.
same way, guys. Honest to goodness, we're the same way. And I've been doing it for like 2 years, and I've been shot down in about every possible way. I've had even the big boys trying to help me a little bit, post some of our videos. James and Mel helped. Remember, they did my video from Monks and the little, they said they liked our comedy, our comic things that we're doing. They asked if we had a copyright thing with that, and I said, well, if we do, I haven't been informed about it yet.
Yeah, there is no.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Even the music sometimes, just worried. Oh, really? You use the music?
I splice it down to where you don't get any more than 5 seconds. But if you take, 7 or 8 5-second things and kind of push them together, your brain doesn't really hear the gaps in there, so you still kind of hear the song. But at the end of the day, when the algorithm's checking, it doesn't ping you for the copyright. So that falls under the fair use situation again.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, I support that. You guys keep doing it. I mean, for us, it's a hobby. In fact, if we stop doing it, we start to kind of miss it a little bit. And then at the end of the day, we really like the notion that someday we will forget what's on these little videos, right? Yes. And when we go to rewatch them, we can, be like, hey, I remember that. I forgot that time in our life. We tried doing a live when we were in the resort at Oslo, all right? And no one was coming in for quite a few. We felt so stupid. Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me. Exactly. That's how I felt for the first 8 minutes of this one, actually, till Fel showed up. Danny boy.
Hi, Danny.
Been a little while since we've seen or heard from you.
Yeah.
We need to catch up one day before Mel and James leave town. How's Ivy? How's Miss Ivy doing? Such a sweet girl, so lovely. Yes, she is, but she needs to brush her teeth.
She's just like, she already find out the funds that the fun when we bought the
new little fan.
Yeah. I have this.
She is the most observant little kid. You could have 1 million sets of Legos in there and put in 1,000,001, and she will immediately ping on the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good kid. Really good kid. Danny's a good guy. Miss him. Ivy's good family. I haven't heard any news on Danny, so no news is good news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing bad. All right. Such a sweet girl. Wow, she's getting a lot of shout outs for you guys. Again, such a sweet girl, so lovely.
She
now,
is.
Thanks for helping out. Now we don't feel quite so stupid. In fact, actually, now that Fel's sitting here, I don't really care if anybody showed up. Me and Fel can talk an hour just ourselves. just sitting here talking shit. That's how we were when we did our walk. But yeah, when I start by myself, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to say. Even right now, I was hoping the live stream, the topic would be about people catching me up on what's going on with live streams because I haven't been, I saw a little hint of Mike's earlier.
Yeah.
And Mike's apparently found a guy that's giving away land for free. You can rent it, build a house, do whatever you want. You get like a 25-year thing. I haven't watched the video, so I don't know the facts. Again, I was hoping people could catch me up a little bit.
Yeah.
But here we go. Got another comment here. Ivy is great, spending a lot of time with her family. Unlike somebody we know,
She's
right?
close to her family. I'm far from a bit.
Well, that you have quite a big portion of your family here with you, with your 4 kids.
Yes.
Today's was a big day. Hans, her oldest, went back to college today, so we'd had him at home for about 2 months. And man, that was a joy because we finally got to get out of the house and go sneak away, go do things. Because he's 23.
Actually, today is the sadness. Actually, this day it's not today.
What?
No, I mean it's not the today.
Do tell.
The date today is I don't want supposed to be remembered, but again it's hard to not remember.
Time out. Let me guess.
What?
Your father died on this day.
Yes, on this day.
How is it that somehow the glow and the look on your face and the smile, I detected that? That is so super weird.
Because again, since the morning you see me just like a bit, it's something.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be honest, I had no clue all day. Yeah. Even right then, I don't know, everyone right before their very eyes, they saw me detect that this was your father's dead day or something.
So yeah, it's just kind of hurt.
I'm glad you've transitioned from being sad about it into this, like, the fact that you remember him and think about him is a positive, put a smile on your face. Because I felt that. Like, I felt the vibe.
Because last year, I'm not sure if you relook our videos that have, I think you have interviewed me or something that why it's something you feel heavy or something. And so today I don't want to remember, but it's hard to not remember it, the most hurtful days of my life. So the persons that I really love.
Just so you know, Phil, her closest family member was her father. Her mother and her.
Yeah. So like. And again,
she was Daddy's favorite.
So yeah, but I've already moved on. But it's really hard to forget.
Man, I'm glad I don't have to live on YouTube money. My God, you would not believe how bad it would be. I'd be worse than a squatter.
I told him. God, why is this worried too much? You are not living with the YouTube money.
I'm not sure that I worry so much as I just want to make sure that I present a good, entertaining channel. Wow. I know it's mostly for us, but I mean, if I'm wasting my time and everyone else's time, then I don't need to be doing it.
You're not the only one struggle. Them too. So,
yes, thank you. Welcome to the club. I'm glad you're here. We're all suffering. And for the record, right, the reason my numbers are high is not because we have an overabundance of people who've signed on. Yeah. I have had an overabundance of money. And so every so often I use the YouTube promotion for audience growth.
Yep.
That it's not cheating. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm simply saying, sure, I'll throw $25 on this video to grow our audience. That's it. That's like, I don't even think that's a crime. But
it's a crime.
Well, if it's a crime, you're just gonna have to throw me in YouTube jail then. Let's see what else they say. Hobby for us also. Okay, I hit the same button. Sorry. Smart Biz. Smart has been around quite a bit lately. In the very beginning, Sir Smart here was kind of an occasional comment, but they were in depth, right? Yeah. We had really good commentary from Smart. As we come to today, cut to today, he comments 1 or 2 times on almost all of our long form videos. Good comments. He supports most of my community posts, right, where he's informative. And I said to him the other day, super, thank you. By the way, let me sneak it in. Thank you, HD. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. Yeah, so Smart, I want to just say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. We really don't want to give up. And I will tell you that I don't want to be a big YouTube star. I definitely don't need the money. I would give the money back in some form or fashion. But right now, we're lucky to make $30 or $40 a month or something. I mean, we're not making money.
It's
So
okay.
it is okay, right? Yeah, not
Not
yeah, not
not
HD. Been a little while, and that's HD. It's my fault. I know you're really not a well, you certainly don't comment much, but you're not, I guess, a long form or a video watcher. You must be kind of a live stream guy. And I was missing Ray, so since you just got here, I'll just pipe in and say I was kind of just like, hey, where's Ray?
Anyway, we already met.
Anyway,
HD.
rhymes with Ray.
Yeah, we met HD, right?
Yeah, at the
Yes,
mall.
in the mall. So,
Yeah,
with her mom.
great guy. Like surprised me. We were talking to some other person that recognized us, and then he walked up, and I'm just like, wow, this is because we really never get that anymore.
Yep.
We're not either. They all know us. They're like, them, or or there's like, them, whatever. I see them on my YouTube. And then, but this day somebody came up and said hi, was talking to me, so then HD came up. I think he had his mom with him.
I sent something. Oh, I watched your video. That's it. But there is no really had a conversations there. They watch, but no comment.
Here, live your life, share what you can, not everything. Don't let YouTube change you. I'm not. I don't even think I could. In fact, if YouTube's going to change me right now, I see some of my videos and I'm like looking like I'm gaining weight and stuff. So I'm like, all right, eye-opening experience. I don't want to get small, but I don't want to like let 55 and older, just start to let it add up. So beginning of this video, for the first 8 minutes when nobody was here, I was explaining that I had bought a meal plan. So I'm going to start. It was a diabetic, although I'm not diabetic. But
it's a low carb.
No low carb, no sugar, low sugar, no sugar. And you get 2 meals a day. And I did the salad additional. So I got 2 salads, 2 meals a day for the first 5 days. We're going to give it a try. And keep walking. So. Yeah. Which says only an hour, but I mean, if you do more than an hour, I was talking to you about that. If you try to walk more than an hour, you will find that the following night you're like, I don't want to go out there for another 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, especially here in Santa Barbara, we have some kind of a hilly. They have a nice
inclines.
But the incline it's little bit hilly. I think it's like 4 times you need to up and down, up and down. Unlike when we were in Westwood, that's from Westwood House all the way to Esplanade, something like that. It's all flat. So
I had a lot of fun doing that, though. That's why I think I would go on those, 2 or 3 hour walks. So I was just because I was like so proud of myself. I'm like, I'm gonna do 8 miles tonight, and then just walked all over Ilo City. So we did have that going for us when we were by the city.
Yeah.
And it was safe, right? Smart Rig. No problem, guys. Well, no problem for you. Again, please stick with us. I should do more of these. I get nothing but where people say off camera and off videos like, Frank, I really like your live streams. Your videos, your your shorts, too many. He's like, but your live streams are fun to watch. You should do more live stream. I'm like, I never know what to say.
The people some like live, some people
don't be mad at me, but I'm gonna lean on you again. Okay. I do so much better when you're in it, like right now.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's almost like the yin to my yang, the yang to my yin. I don't really a yin and the yang. But without you, it's a little flat, like I won't lie. Sir Robert, you know what the thing about Robert is, right? I got it before I even read his thing, I'm gonna tell you. I will start going through my shirts, and about every 2 or 3 weeks, somewhere in there, I'm like, I'll yank out a Robert shirt.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like wearing my orange Robert Kennedy shirt.
Yeah, I was in the laundry right now.
Yeah. or the one with the Army. My point is I go through the Robert shirts, and every single time I pop one in, I'm like, wonder how Robert's doing. It's been a little while. So and by the way, it's guys like Robert and a few others, Brian McCaslin, Smart Biz, that really kind of keep us in the game because you only need 5, 10, 20 people who just like what you're doing. Yeah. And then this is worthwhile.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's a few hundred, a few thousand, a few million. The truth is, if you yourself like doing it, you're having a fun hobby, and you have people who like to interact with you, then, which, by the way, again, which is why I came in here looking for Sir Ray. So everybody, if you can get the word out, say Frank was missing his buddy Ray. True, right?
Yep, we mentioned this about
I
that.
say it all the time to her. I was like, man, I'm gonna go listen to and see if Ray's on there. And she's like, what do you say? I don't care what he's saying. I'm just gonna pop it on and just listen to it. Maybe edit some videos or something. So Robert says, good evening, Sir Frank. Great to catch a live stream. Yes. I hope you and Miss Mel had a great day. We did. Day one of a new diet is, I know you're diet minded. So yeah, I'm gonna try again, right? And let's see. You know what? I'll even go there. Like I actually explored the notion. I'm like, well, they have this liposuction, right? Where you can.
What?
They have liposuction, right? And I never thought I would say this, but I'd be willing to be liposucked, right? But I made the decision. Me and AI, we came up with the notion that if I can't live a healthy lifestyle, meaning, get control of my eating, get control of my diet, lose a little bit of weight, that the liposuction is pointless, because basically they just suck a bunch of fat out of me, and then I was going to turn around and eat it right back on. Oh yeah, just put it right back on.
Just like liposuction.
What happened to Frankie's lumpy everywhere? It's like, well, I had him suck a bunch of fat off of me, and then I replaced it with a bunch of, Fritos and Doritos and all kinds of other shit. And the next thing I know, I'm super fat again.
Yeah, because you're really, really, sometimes we really did great when he started walking, drinking water.
Yeah.
And then just like it's take like weeks or two. And then he started to be like cheating again. I go, Jesus.
I fall off
one night I find him. He was.
I get too many people that this is what gets me. Oh yeah, the chips.
Yeah, just like.
And I can't eat one or two, man. I just eat handfuls of them damn things. I know, but no, I get a lot of people that are like, "Well, Frank, you look great. I like your size. You got good proportion."
Maybe this is not for the sunflower seeds that you eat. For 4 years.
Oh my God.
For 4 years that I've been with this man, he eats the sunflowers just like a bird.
So I got the sunflower seeds and I'm thinking, oh, these will be great, right? She's right. So I'll eat like 7 handfuls, and the next time you know, there's a pile about this big, a big mound
every
of
morning,
spit-covered, dried up, sunflower seed shells. And this was happening like every night. Like fellas is like, my God, he's like a freaking bird. Look at him over there. Just shit, I had no idea you had it. I was like, I'm gonna go, you didn't know?
Yeah.
like,
Jesus.
So a day or two later, I got this giant sore on my tongue. And I'm like, oh my God, Phil, I got one of your mouth sores. And Phil's like, that's from all those damn sunflower seeds you keep eating. You're like busting up your tongue and messing up your tongue with the sunflower seed shells.
Especially the one that they have is salt. Mostly you just eat.
No, I mix the salt ones with the other ones, but the salt is pretty good. I know it's very unhealthy, so I try to avoid that.
That's why when we bought the pack of those sunflower, we avoid the one that have a salt. So
look at me. I couldn't even get through Robert's comment for me and you just gabbing on so much. So the second part of it is like part B to the Robert comment is, Frank, it's not weird. You're in tune to your wife and her feelings, meaning referring back to when I recognized your father death day thing. That's actually a good catch. Thank you. But I mean, if you're as lucky as me and you get a really cool wife like Phil, it's kind of hard not to, stay dialed in. I don't have too much else to do. It's not like a throngs and throngs of YouTube subscribers are constantly bugging me for stuff. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Bakers Without Borders. You're doing a fabulous job in your channel. You crack us up constantly. Keep it up. I crack myself up when I watch these and I do the editing. Like, Belle cannot eat a single thing in our video that doesn't get reversed. And if you haven't seen it, if you haven't noticed it, watch what I do. She's getting ready to eat something, and next thing you know, you'll see this. Right? And the sound's all the same, so you may have missed it, but what's happening is right for that, 2.5 seconds, I cut it, I slice it, and then basically reverse it. So no matter what it was going in, now it's coming back out of her mouth. And she hates it. Absolutely hates it. but I've done it so much anymore that I don't think you would you be like, wow, you actually just let me eat that and you didn't reverse it, right?
Yeah.
You say, oh, he did it again.
Yes.
At this point, she's like, I try not to let him film me when I eat something because I know he's gonna reverse it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just forget it.
So yeah, like we crack ourselves up. So I'm watching those and I'm doing that. I was like, oh man, that's really funny. Because certain things look really funny, you know, like that shouldn't come back together, like a chip or something. Now it's like it like forms back to a chip as she's putting it down. It's kind of, I don't know. It's funny to me. All right, keep going here. 55 is okay. Wait till you're 70. Yeah, I know. I'm anticipating that, and you know as well as I do. You can remember 55 like that. The older we get, the faster time goes by. If anybody's out there listening, I'm telling you, this is how it works. So I am trying to preempt this. Like, I mean, 55 is going to lead to 60, 65, and 70. It will be here in the blink of an eye. So I only have a little bit of time to try to establish a new way of eating, thinking, and health regimen so that, you know, maybe I get to live a little longer with this beautiful young lady.
Young lady.
Young lady. Although I like to call her old sometimes. You old woman, you now. You are 44. You old.
Yeah, and I feel
what
it
up with you? You an old lady.
I feel it sometimes.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I smell it.
Yeah, even my shoulders and my elbow. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like it though. Bakers Without Borders. We did hype your video the other day. Actually, you're not the only one. I had Flip. Flip came by. I'm not sure about hyping because I'm here in the Philippines, so I've never actually done the hypes. I don't really know how that even works, actually, being honest. But he said he hyped us for 850. So anything and everything helps. We will take that.
Yeah.
Frankie and Angel, I tell you what, you guys are on my short list. I want to meet you two. I'm telling you what, between the Jack and Coke, the Friends with Ray, everybody gets along with Fel. Okay, I'm the difficult, I'm the rub in our group. So, Angel, you'll have zero problem with Fel. Frankie, good luck. Just it's just meet us somewhere and see what you think.
It's a very common name, though.
Mm.
You have
But it's my personality that's not common. It's atypical.
It's a typical.
I'm abrasive. How often do you got to say, like, I'll say a complaint to you, and then you turn to me and you're like, I don't know how to tell you. Tell them. Tell the audience.
What do you mean?
I complain about a view number. I complain about not getting invited out to some restaurant. I complain about something, and then what do you say to me?
Earlier, you did.
Yeah, anytime, anytime I ever, you're like, Frank, I hate to tell it to you, or I don't say it. Pretend like I just came up with something.
Yeah, just like again, I don't want to, you know. Just
so tell us. So you don't want to let me know, but what do you have to say? Tell me.
Oh, but I forget.
No,
no. I mean, just like he's always complain about this and complain about that. But I've always told him that, you know what, you have me, you have the kids, and we have people that really genuine to us, and you're so lucky that you have. You're so blessed. So why just like kiss a lot of people as something like that?
Because I watched you for the first 2 minutes. Hello, just sitting here. All I did was sit here. It was so bad. I said 8 minutes. Yeah, like when I turned this on, I had no numbers. So there.
And again, let's just say again that I will tell you that just listen always what I've said. That
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Enjoy life, because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
So, Sir Robert, switching gears, says you can do it, Frank. I've cut out the carbs and stuck to a high protein and fats with a fasting. I've been doing it since December, and I'm down 51 pounds. With my current injury, I've been walking in the pool. So many takeaways here. First of all, congratulations on 51 pounds down. That's stunning. I'd be happy if I could just lose 10 or 20 ultimately. So that's incredible to hear. Next thing of this I would pull out of this is we have a pool right by our house here, and I've been telling Phil, in addition to or just like walking in the evening, I want to just go there and do my laps again. And he makes a really good point. Just walking through the pool creates a resistance as well as the it helps with the muscles too, so you don't wear them out. Those are both really, really good. And by the way, you look great in your little thumbnail picture there, my friend. So hang in there.
You can
And congrats on that. Sir Smart says, I'm hitting the first half of the 40s and I'm feeling the changes. I keep telling myself, don't complain about it because it's a privilege denied to many. Yeah, I can't. I know. Can we both agree on that? But like, my own father was a big heavy set dude. I think he was maybe in my lifetime anywhere from 330 pounds to maybe 350, and finally just dropped dead at 50. Right. So I'm about 5 years past him, and always remind myself, I'm like, holy crap, Frank, and amongst others, many, many others, even guys that grew up watching on TV, like Corey Haim or a variety of others. It shocks me what it's like when we get to like outlive other people. And I'm older than my father ever made it to be. So HD, that's a very good one. HD, you're starting to feel it, huh? Like, that's what got me. In other words, I'm starting to get in and out of bed. I'm like, man, I can't hardly like having to rock myself. I'm lucky I don't got like a handle over the top of the bed. Just like, hey, what's that for? Is this some kind of weird sex thing? It's like, no. I use that just to get in and out of bed. Actually, I need support. I can't hardly get it. I start to do it and then like and fall kind of back into it.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to stand though.
Oh man. Speaking of the Jack Daniels, sorry about this comment, I'll get to it, but the Jack and the Daniel got the better of me the other night, and I woke up, man, I was dancing, carrying on all night long, had no pain whatsoever. The next day, my knee wasn't working, my back was sore. Oh my God, I couldn't hardly get the heck out of
Yeah,
bed.
because again, we are not really video what's going on in there, but yeah, he just like
Yeah, actually, we did, and there's a short of it and a few others. In fact, when you went to the bathroom, right,
Yeah.
I was like flirting it up really hardcore with the other women just because I knew you weren't there, and you wouldn't believe how many phones like broke out. Oh man, it's filmed, right? So that's why I'm telling you now, so you won't have some shock one day. You'd be like, "You
No.
did that? You
But
were
I
doing
mean, just
what?"
like all your dancing.
I mean, I was air spanking and like you just, well, you'd have been like, that's it, you're cut off.
Yeah.
And not from just the drinking. You'd have cut me off.
Yeah. Honestly, just like or the girls was just laughing. Just like, he's keep continuing that. He's gonna ask himself again, why Phil is not sleeping in the bed?
And then Phil have to be like, who did he pay to go in there? Turkey.
Where
All right.
he is.
Smart says, day 552 of exercising here. 13.6 steps, 17.3 kilometers, and 890 calories today so far. Getting back into shape one step at a time. Bro, that's way more than just getting back into step. 13,600 steps. Look at this. At least that's what I'm assuming he's meaning by the 13.6. Anyway, you know what? I'm baby stepping into that. Like I was doing 10,000 or more steps a day for a little while. Then I kind of backed off that a little bit when we got moved over here. But I still got my Apple Watch. I'm constantly looking at my little, what do you call it? You won't see it here. My little exercise wheel. So today's is 7,635 for a distance of 3 miles. That would have been higher, but I didn't play golf today. And I don't want to overdo it either, because if I overdo it, I get bored. And then the next day, I just don't want to go do it. Like, I'm like, takes up too much tiring. No, I'm not too tired to do it. It's just like, I went too much.
You're doing too much.
So I'm learned about myself that if I just do like an hour or two, now on the hour, it could be intense, like go a little bit quick. Like today, it didn't just say, it said moderate. Like for me, that was pretty good. Like, so I'm, marching up and down the hill. Again, the elevation, 135 feet today.
Yeah. Because again, even
And boy, I felt
it's
it.
just nice also walk during the nighttime there. It's cooler, but the things is on the way up there is they have some portions is no light, so
We turned around
yeah,
at the light part.
I'm not really fan of the dark
Well,
because I
I'm
couldn't
really
see.
proud of Smart. I'm a little bit of a applause for Smart for keeping that up. That's really good. I aim to be like you. I really hope that in a year from now I can say the exact same thing. Because actually, for as much as you've done this for you, that must be a lifestyle now. 890 calories is badass. I did my little walk today said 410, I think. So you're more than doubled me. That's very, very good job. All right, so Slap Samurai. Hey,
Hey.
hey, hey, hey. Hey, Slap, I got a story for you. And I know it's you because I don't know who you are. But the thing is, right, is I always remember your name, Slapshot Samurai, right? And so I was looking at Mike's channel the other day and I'm like, hey, look, there's so and so. Hey, look, there's so and so. I was like, oh, shit, there's Slapshot Samurai. And so it was like all these names. And it was like, man, oh, no. Maybe it wasn't Mike. Maybe it was Roy and Rhea's thing. And I'm looking at the comments there, and I think there might have been one from him. But anyway, the point of the story is this: that for some reason, amongst all the screen names that are out there, and I remember most of you guys actually, but the truth is, Slapshot Samurai is one of the ones that just I can't seem to forget.
Yeah, it's just like
Remember it?
remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. There's something just catchy about that. There's no picture. We don't know who the hell he is. It could be a girl. Could be 7 people. I freaking know. But again, the Slapshot Samurai. I'm always picturing somebody on ice hockey, right? With this like just wild. I don't even watch ice hockey, but for some reason the term Slapshot, it's like some samurai guy on the ice ring. Just
I'm gonna find jacket.
turn it off. Just turn off the AC for a while, right here. All right, what else we got here? Sir Robert says, salt's not as bad as they tell you. I have a doctor friend. He told me if you're craving salty stuff, your body is low in salt. Just make sure you eat the real salt, not the with the additives. Actually, let's check. Entertain them for just 2 seconds. I'm gonna spin back here. So let's see, because I think it says it right on the package.
It was a sedative.
Sure. Well, we're trying to be entertaining, so let's see what we got here. Okay, this says, ready? I don't know how well you can read it. Sea salt flavor, and in this right here, premium. Anyway, premium sea salt. So, and what I do is I don't eat these exclusive. I get a handful of regular ones. You can see right there. Right there by the bed. That's how much this bird loves his sunflower seeds. And so I'll take a few of these, mix them with a big pile of those, and so every once in a while I get one
I haven't tried this.
crusty. It's good. It's really good. Look at that thing. Stick it in your mouth. Suck on it for a second. The whole thing. It's really, really good. Can I have the one you were just sucking on? Oh, okay. So they're like encrusted. Like you can see this thing is like caked in sea salt. So
Yeah, Joey, how he ate, he just suck at me. I'm just like bite like that, and then open it and eat.
I don't want anybody to read into this here, but this is very much like our sexual relationship. I'm into the sucking. She just does a little. Ow. I'm kidding. Anyway, so sea salt's not so bad. Let me get this one out of my
It's
mouth.
an aqua salt,
Hmm?
sea salt.
It's delicious, actually.
I think the one that I
Hamburger
buy
oven.
is just like a sea salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Ate that one. All right. So just make sure you're eating the real salt, not the additive bullshit stuff. All right. Speaking of the additive bullshit stuff, I switched over to the Red Bulls with no sugar, right? But then AI is trying to tell me that the stuff that they replace for sugar, and basically like Coke Zero, the Red Bulls, low-cal, all the
They
low-cal
use
sodas,
artificial sugar.
which is supposedly dangerous too. Anybody have thoughts on that? Is that true? HD says,
Everything, everything over beverage is not good.
all right, he says, I can remember when I was 12 and it seemed like time took forever. But as soon as I turned 18, I started working full time and doing 8 to 5 grind and getting involved in the community. Then the years flew by. I was the same way. But what I've noticed even more is like the last 5 years, like from 50 to 55, blink of an eye. And if that's the case, me and James from James and Mel Texas Filipino Beach Resort, we're talking about this, right? The older you get, the faster time seems to go by. My logic is this, is that we don't really remember as much throughout the day. So when we were younger, we remembered everything. A day like seemed like it took forever. You remembered every single aspect of your day all day long.
Yeah, that's why sometimes they ask him, what day today? And I said, it's a Friday and it's not weekend, just like.
Well,
It's
so
fast.
time continues to fly. And Robert, I'm telling you that now because I know you've heard it from everybody else. You're saying it yourself here, but really, really, really take to heart what you're saying. Your point is not lost on me and is, in essence, brilliant. So now he goes on to talk about this. My better half is 60. Oh, that wasn't Robert. Okay, so back to Smart. My better half is 60. I've told her it's time to trade her in for two 30-year-olds. Somehow she doesn't like that joke. Phil, I really like where he's going with this. And rather than wait till you're 60, perhaps I could trade you in for two 22-year-olds.
Yeah, you say that all the time. When?
Well, you want to get out of this deal. You're like,
You're the one who said that, not me.
right.
So again, when? Prove me.
Prove it to you that I'll do it.
You can do it?
No.
No.
I'm still too attracted to you.
Good.
I don't know what you've done. I don't know what you put in your special sauce, but it works.
My saliva, I spit it all the time.
And yet here I am just lapping it up like a dog. You know, like a dog will, stick its nose in your butt and do some really gross things or whatever. Apparently I must be like your dog. I'm not. Oh, yuck. I quit. No spit shining while we're on live TV here.
I didn't spit though.
Yeah, you didn't shine either. So let's continue on. I would say Bakers Without Borders. We would love to meet you all. Let's plan that. Yeah, look, honestly, we had a little bit of time just recently because our son was in town. But the truth is, we want to get out and about the Philippines a little bit more. And Bohol is definitely on my short list because I was just talking about not only meeting you all, but the Chocolate Hills. I kind of want to go see that. I want to try to be in shape and roam around those. So, yeah, 100%. And if we could squeeze in visiting Ray to finally meet him, that would be great too. I feel like I kind of know him anyway. We've done live streams together.
Right?
He's still in Tagaytay, unless he was on. I think I saw him with Scuba Steve and some guy named Michael that I'm not familiar with. Was Michael's birthday, and I don't know where they were at. But the point is, he may have gotten out a little bit. I invited him to come to the golf tournament recently, but he didn't have the funds. So, but yeah, meeting Angel and Frankie would be great. All of you all, for that matter. Got to get a face to a name to a face at some point. Slap shot. Resistance exercise in the pool are great. Low impact and effective. See, that's what I was just sitting here saying. About the only thing I got to worry about in the pool is the sunscreen. We have a funny sunscreen story, right? I'm in Boracay recently, if you've watched our videos, and we have about 4 different kinds of good sunscreen from our golf in our golf bag, right? So Phil grabs one out and we lather up with sunscreen and we go out into the ocean for about 3 hours and we come back the 2 most sunburned SOBs you'd ever possibly imagine. I'm red as a lobster.
Yeah, because it's so many, I don't have time to read one of it. I'm just grabbing, just like all I know is like.
Can any of you guess what happened? Right. So 3 of the 4 lotions are waterproof, right? And then we had one that wasn't waterproof. Yeah. What do you think we put on? That's right. The non-water resistant kind, right? So we put all this sunscreen on, and about 5 minutes of being out there, It's completely off of us because we just soaked in the ocean the whole time, and every bit of the sunscreen.
Yeah, because we stay in the water for like 2 hours, and then when we just decide to go,
Remember, we were dumb enough. We were like playing with the little. We found the little like worm things in the sand, and we were feeding fish.
Yeah,
Like we were like little tiny kids, like
Yeah.
7, 8, 9-year-old kids,
playing with the
intrigued,
fish, feeding the fish.
feeding the fish. Because every step you take, it was like science. Like you would take a step, and it's like all these crazy little fish would come up and just sort of attack your steps. And I was like, what are they doing? Like what is up with these fish? So then we would grab up scoops of sand, and then they would all come in and just kind of look like they're attacking the sand. But then upon further, investigation, I discovered there's these like little larvae, little worms, little something wiggling
Yeah.
in the sand with every single scoop you make. So every step you would take would release some.
They said that it's
Eat 'em up.
called, a sandworm.
Okay.
The little tiny, yes.
So at one point, every now and then you reach down and you're like, ow, what was that, right? It turns out there's these things called ghost crabs, right? And so there's ghost crabs in there. Now we're really intrigued. They're trying to get away and they bury themselves down. Finally, we catch one and pull it up. And Phil's like, oh, look, it's got a baby.
Yeah, that's not a baby.
Which we then found out it's her boyfriend, right? So the little tiny one that's being taken with the big ones, this is like, sand crab woman, ghost crab, not sand crab, ghost crab. They're white. I've never really seen them before. And so again, we were like little tiny kids playing in the sand and the water for hours, absolute hours. I couldn't believe we did it. So yeah, that's me and Phil. And so, by the way, back on that. So, yes, we were getting a whole lot of, we weren't in the pool, but we were in the ocean.
Yeah.
And right by the house is a pool. And this is the point I've been trying to make too. Is like, in addition to the silly walk that we do, let's put on some actual waterproof sunscreen and just go get in the pool for a little while.
Yeah, the things lang in here kind of, what you call that? Pain in
What
the ass the way
do you call that?
Because in Westwood, we go straight
boring.
But I mean, we go straight to the pool, pay the money cash, and then here you need to be.
What she's talking about, we're in a much more private, exclusive neighborhoods here, so we weren't getting permission to get in the pool, kind of, right? So we jumped through a whole bunch of hoops, finally got it done, and now we got permission to use the pool. We used it one time.
Yes.
And didn't go back. It's still there. But we still have the permission.
Yeah, you cannot pay cash. So because they want to transfer by a bank transfer.
But Gcash.
Yeah, but the problem is we don't have signal there. That's why it's hard to catch.
That's their problem.
Long. Yeah, but it's just like.
It could all be worked out. Bottom line is we need to go use the pool more. Pool and walking would be actually great. So I like Slapshot's point, actually. Thank you, Slap.
Cool.
Robert says, thanks for the compliment for the pic. That's a year old. I haven't updated yet. I think the thermal effects of the water, I think, helps too. Ha, ha, ha. Frank's telling on himself. Frank is kind of this open mouth, insert foot kind of guy. I get in trouble. That was when I was talking about the girls when you went to the bathroom. I'm a complete goofball, man. I just try to entertain and be as silly as I can possibly be. And it's usually because of the alcohol. I spent a lifetime of being a smoker, not a drinker. So now that I'm in the Philippines and you can't smoke, all I do is drink now. So I'm a healthy drinker when it comes down to it. Great job, Smart Bit, on hitting those numbers. Yes, good job. Well, we need to catch up. Ray is here. Finally just realized what it do.
Hey,
what it is. What is real. Ray, I was just telling Angel and Frankie that we need to come out and do a visit. And if we do, we got to come by and get an actual physical one-on-one with you. And the only reason I'm online right now live is because of you. I basically was looking forward to some Ray action tonight. There's nowhere to be found. And so you're also caught up. You may have already heard me. But it's like the last time I saw Ray, he was at dinner with Scuba Steve and his wife. And I think you were at the birthday party of Michael, who I'm not entirely familiar with. I wasn't sure what town you were in to do that. So anyway, let's see what else. Anyway, give it up to alliteration. I'm going to look that up here real quick.
What? Give up all alliteration.
Hold on. since he did this to us, let's do this on purpose. Let's
What?
look up. I want, because I like you to know. I think I know what this means, but I don't want to be wrong.
You want to? I'm gonna get some water. I just ate dinner.
Drink that right there.
Yeah. I forget to drink
A
water.
literary device in which the same consonant sound is repeated at the beginning of nearby words. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Alliteration. She sells seashells by the seashore. Wind winds whispered. Now your turn. Read these 3 examples.
Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled pepper.
Okay, next.
She sells seashells by the seashore. Wild wind whispered.
What the fuck, man? You did that better than me, and you're like, you struggle with English, yet you can say the words better than me. You're not affected by alliteration. Damn it. A new discovery. I had no idea. Who would have thought? Who thunk it? Give it up to alliteration. Amen. All right. Smart Biz. It was a challenge for sure, getting back into exercise, better diet, etc. But I still drink beer, my beer, and do vaping, plus a few cigs and cigars once in a while. I'm guilty of a cigar every now and then if guys are doing it. That's about it. But it really has been good. And if I'm in a legal country for smoking, I cave instantly. But I don't really do that either. I'm kind of afraid of flying anymore. That's a whole nother story. I was going to go to Guam, but then like my bank account crapped out. And quite honestly, I just was fearful of getting on the plane again. I just don't want to be that guy that's stuck on one of these planes when they finally go down, right? So that's like I just have gotten, the older I get, the more fearful I am of that. And not only that, honestly, planes just don't seem like they should be in the air. When you look at these things, it just doesn't look like something could actually fly, yet they do. And then when I'm up there, it's really high, and the wings are, kind of weak. And look, I don't know. Everything about it, just not a fan anymore. And heights just get me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still drink a little bit of Jack and Coke. I'd be all for that. In fact, I'd have one right now if it wasn't for the fact that I just don't have any Coke Zero. I have a Monster Jack Daniels, though. Holy shit, Mel, can you help me? I don't need a little help. Can't even carry it.
Let's keep that for another 10 years. Let's see how it tastes.
Oh, my God. I think I just put my back out trying to lift this thing up and show it off. Jack and Daniel are in the house. Anyway, I buy smaller ones when I'm actually drinking them. That one's my show bottle. What? By the way, congratulations, Smart. I'm aiming to do the same thing. One thing's for sure. I get a really clear head. Like I get to feeling really good when I'm doing something good for myself. So even though it's not immediate gratification, I'm like, oh, wow, my pants feel small. Not right away. But psychologically, I sleep a little better at night. I enjoy the next day. Every day that I continue with my little diet and my exercising, it's a psychological thing too. So I'm all about that. So it's a wonder I haven't adopted a better habits yet. All right, back to Ray. He says, I'm getting some David sunflower seeds getting shipped to me. Well, since we showed off the salty ones, give me 1 second. You take over for another 2.5 seconds. I'll be right back.
I need to take over. Oh my God! You have.
Look at how many of these damn things here. Hold that one. That's the open one.
This is
so I fell in love with these, right? And these are like vacuum sealed.
Yeah, I like this brand, Chair Talk. Chair Talk.
I'm gonna recommend these personally because they seem to be around the Philippines here, and part of why I don't know if you'll be able to demonstrate
right?
everywhere. The seeds are huge, like absolutely huge and crunchy, like the bigger than the ones I get in the States. I don't know what the deal is with these monsters, absolute monsters. Like it's like busting a cockroach in half. Like they're gigantic. Oh, hey, I got lucky. There's one of the. I don't have to crush it open.
Yummy.
And these have a really good flavor, a little hard to describe, but they're good. Not really so salty, not really sweet. How do they describe it on here?
Tasty and flavorful.
Tasty and crispy. Yeah. So, bro, I'm with you on the whole sunflower seed thing. So, if you have some extras, I'll share them when I come visit because they are delicious. Super. In fact, now I'm screwed because there's some sitting out here now. So, anyway, David, I remember those. I can even picture the package. My mom and I were just absolute fools. Even pumpkin seeds, like around Halloween. Then you don't even got to bust them open. You just got to fry them up good. Let's see. Thanks, Robert. Just trying to make sure I get back all the Social Security money I paid in over the years. Yeah, live long enough to collect. Get it back. Those scoundrels took it so they could take care of you, so you better live long enough so you can enjoy it. I'm with you. Smart thinking. Smart Biz says, yuppers. Here we go. Sea salt slap shot samurai. I forgot Ray had a dog terminology for all of his people. Like slapped, probably like he slapped dog, or with you he called you fell over dog, like the dog that fell over.
The dog.
The dog fell over.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what kind of dog I was. I think I was just a dirty dog, low down dog, damn it dog. Or you ever see the movie The Jerk? Steve Martin had a dog. They called him Shithead.
So you're a shithead.
I think I was Shithead. And I was Shithead dog. Shithead. All right, Smart Business. Go with the beer. I love the beer, but the problem is I feel like I just get a little bigger. And oddly enough, I'm enjoying the heavy buzz I get from the Jack Daniels. You know what? Quick Jack Daniels story too. That's what we're here to tell stories. Fella and I are out the other night at Maggie Mae's. If you're from here, you know where Maggie Mae's is. So we're at Maggie Mae's, kind of an expat hangout, friend of ours that we play golf with. And at Maggie Mae's, Bill has I think one beer and is not feeling very good, starts throwing up, gets sick or something. I thought we're going home. It's like, oh, we're done. She's done, right? She takes a couple swigs of my Jack Daniels and Coke and likes it. So then she picks it up and goes back for some more. And the next thing you know, some 3 or 4 hours later, we're still out partying. So Jack Daniels took her from being sick to her stomach after drinking some yucky beer to literally having fun again. You were drinking wine and drinking Jack and Coke Zero. It's impressive. Yeah. Dude, are you using your little province strength? I can see by the look on your face over here. No, I'm watching the screen right here, but I can just see you're doing that thing. Like when you're mad at your kid and you walk up. No, I've seen you before with your kids. You want them to behave in front of the public. I've seen that. Yeah.
My mom used to do it.
I know. I can tell. This is clearly something you're used to. All right. Slap says, many of the artificial sweeteners, especially high fructose corn syrup and all its derivatives, really mess up with your pancreatic signaling. Okay. See, so even though I had switched to sugar-free, I'm now slightly fearful of them, right? Like I don't want to mess around and fuck around with, sugar-free drinks if they're going to be actually more harmful than, what's the point?
That is why when we drink a lot.
I mean, I don't want to gain weight, but I don't want to put poison in me either.
Coke Zero is why my stomach is non-stop growling because of the.
You think it's that
sugar? Yes. No, the sugar.
These actually even have kind of a buttery taste about them too. It's really unusual.
Yeah. And
I didn't think I was gonna like them. I really didn't, because I'm used to, like you were talking about the Davids. These things are it's like the size of a cockroach. It's huge.
In Philippines, we call the taste is called here mananam. I don't know what's mananam in English is.
Yeah, I'm good. They're good, and they're really crunchy. You can hear them. You're so. Anyway, Slapshot, good piece of information. And I didn't know the actual reasons here, but yes. And I didn't know it messed with your pancreatic signaling. It's probably not good at all. But yeah, I'm, so basically, again, I'm trying to stick with the water. And in this case, the Fuji water. I'm not advertising for them.
Sunflowers is wet. You licked all of it?
I may have had like a little wetness on my fingers when I scooped them
No,
out.
it's no water.
Ah, this is sweating over here on the side, and it got a couple of the sunflower seeds wet. She thought I'd had them in my mouth already, and still ate them.
Yep.
Oh, you're too much. All right. It says from Robert, Frank, you start working out a lot. Check out LMNT electrolytes. They might be something you listen to. When I need energy drink, try the Bang energy drinks. They are 0 calories and full of vitamins. That's
Bang.
interesting. Bang. I'm going to bang me all night long. Not you anymore. I'm going to bang me an energy drink. Get some vitamin. Low cal. I don't mind the low cal drinks as long as I don't think they're dangerous. Anything right now to make me feel like I'm not gaining some damn weight. That's my brain. And of course, behind me, right there, you can see right there is my sleep machine. I'm an avid user of the sleep machine now. So, sleep machine guy. Let's see. The other energy drink is Rain. It's 15 calories and full of vitamins. So, Rain and Bang. Bang, bang, and rain, rain. All right, here's the story on Scuba Steve. I can't wait to hear this. Scuba Steve likes me enough to come to Tagaytay, and Michael C. also lives in Tagaytay. Hold on a minute. I'm reading between the lines here.
Okay.
Scuba Steve likes me enough to come to Tagaytay. This is almost like saying Frank and Phil don't like me enough to come to Tagaytay. That's what I'm reading when I see that. You know that? Mm-hmm. That is cryptic as hell. That is a cryptic fucking message, and it was well received. I got it. I got you, brother. Noted. I can't tear myself away from this freaking golf course, man. Loving the golf. And you should know, you were a golfer. Michael C. I still don't know Michael C. though. But yeah, I need to come to Tagaytay and go see Ray. Or Ray. Scuba Steve can stay on his little island over there. He's got a beautiful house though, that's for sure. Okay, Grizzly Steve. How are you and the family doing? Really good. Really, really well. Why does Grizzly Steve ring a bell too?
I don't know.
My brother's name's Steve. Are you my brother? Are you hiding out there? I like his thumbnail too. Look at that big ass bear. Like a Kodiak or a grizzly bear. Well, it must be a grizzly. Shoot me for stupidity sometimes. Thanks for being here, Grizzly. Don't leave anytime soon. Man, this video started so boring. You people have made it good again. Thank the stars. I'm like 8 minutes deep and nothing to say and nobody here. I didn't know what the frick to do. It was terrible. I had lost my mojo, man. If that would have continued, I think I'd have been done with YouTube. That would have been the straw that broke the camel's proverbial back.
You just started, so is people just not pop up right away. Now you're live.
You know, you are one optimistic little shit. I gotta tell you, you are always upbeat, optimistic. Yeah.
It's not bad to be always positive.
No, I'm the opposite. I'm a pessimistic shit. I'm an overthinking, pessimistic a-hole. We are, by definition, the opposites attracting one another.
Uh-huh.
The stars had to be misaligned when they put us together. Works for me though.
I am there to be back.
You are better than a better half. Like you are the best half a man could possibly ever have. Sir Rick, my buddy, I'm glad you're here. I didn't want to hear about this later where you're like, Rick would be like, Frank, what the you were live? You didn't let me know? I was like, I don't know how to let anybody know. I sat here for 10 minutes with nobody to talk to other. Frankie and Angel, they were like, should we or should we not speak to him? And I'm like, all right, fine. Poor guy's floundering. Let's say something. So thank God they pulled me out of my funk in the beginning. Hello, Rick. By the way, Rick is another big fan of the Jack and Coke. By the way, Rick, in case you didn't see it earlier, I'm putting my back out for this one. But you got to see my monster bottle of Jack Daniels. Look at that thing. I'm not sure if this will matter, but it's kind of like a guy with a big truck, right? If you have a little, I got penis envy, so I had to get myself something really big. I got a big, giant bottle of Jack Daniels and a giant jacked up truck out there and a very little, sense of humor. Now, back to the show. Let's see. Do you ever ride your ATV? I miss you and the wifey going on those long journeys through Ilo. Yeah, actually, no. But we live here in an area now where we can ride them, exclusively. And we have tons of trails and all this stuff. And I keep meaning to do it, but this lazy shit, I've been playing golf so much that I just haven't done it. You know what? For Grizzly's sake, I say, since I'm making these 20-minute videos, let's do a 20-minute trail ride tomorrow in Santa Barbara and make a video on the ATV riding up through the trails.
Okay.
Deal? And we're going to dedicate the video to Grizzly Steve. I'll even name my YouTube video like Grizzly Steve made me do it. Thanks, Grizzly. I'm having a great damn time. So we got to get in the pool and do pool exercises because of Slap. I believe it was Slap. And then we got to get on the ATV, go ride around because he misses those videos. I still have the ATVs, and I got an even better place to ride on them. And I've meant to go out and make videos and show that off. So that's going to be on my short list. Good one, Grizz. Thank you. Which, by the way, good to see you. Where are you from, Grizzly? If you get a moment. Let's see. Hey, Ray. Ray, look, Rick's here. You know what, Rick? The Lone Ranger gave me a hard time the other day, right? And he says to me, because he likes me, I think. And so he's giving me a hard time, and he comes up my video, and you know what he says in his comment? He's like, oh, yeah, no. I came here just because I wanted to say hi to Rick. Meaning that, see another cryptic comment where basically what he's trying to say is, if you really want to talk to Rick, all you got to do is go into any Frank video and make a comment because Rick is already there making a comment. Rick is like probably one of my best supporters from comments and just in general in life. Rick talks about us on other channels like James and Mel's and probably anywhere else. Mike Smith, I believe. But in either case, Rick is a super fan. I'm a super fan back to Rick. That old Lone Ranger was like, yeah, no. I didn't have anything to say to you. I just wanted to say hi to Rick. I was like, man, Lone Ranger, you are a piece of work, my friend. But I miss you. All right, Race is doing good. I'm in my stay at home months, right? During summer and rainy season, it's getting close to the decent roaming weather. Well, come roam out here, and you talked about funds, you scoundrel. I would have helped you to play golf. You know that. If you'd have carried your butt out here, I'd have made sure you were playing golf. Until today, when I went out to my cart, the damn thing didn't work. So I have an old cart, right? And it's fixed up really nice, but every so often it decides to, like be an old man. And as a result, there'll be times you start to go play and it doesn't want to go. So you're right back to square one. You got to wait a few days, get your cart fixed, and head back out to the golf course. So we found it today. He's got it running again, but it's like just kind of loosely put back together. So they're going to fix it really good in the morning. And then I'll be, back in high cotton again. So, yeah, I had to let my group down today. It's like my caddy girl, my partner guy was like, what the heck? Just come out. I was like, no, I'm mad. I don't want to, I'm pissed off with this cart. So I'm taking a break today. But yeah, Ray, I really look forward to seeing you on some travels here soon because I'm not going to give up on YouTube, right? I'm convinced that I'm more entertaining than other YouTube people. Don't say it.
I'm
better than other. Hey, what? You know it. I know it. They know it. Hey, what? No. Did I refuse? All right, no. Honestly, I still want to give up. I like YouTube a lot. I'm proud of my YouTube. Okay, so Ray says, hey to Rick, as you should. Rick is good. There we go. Grizzly says, I'm doing okay here in the United States and Jim Mirage Island. Wow. Okay. It's not oftentimes that in my 55 years somebody mentions a place I don't know of. I do not know where Jim Mirage Island. In fact, when I saw the OK before I popped it up, I'm thinking, oh man, he's from Oklahoma, dude. We got a thing. Like, we don't really have grizzly bears there, but me and him got a thing. Like, I'm an Oklahoma guy from back in the day. So at any rate, it's very nice to meet you, Sir Grizz. We call you Grizzly Dog.
I think he's familiar to me.
It's familiar to me too. Again, remember the hi HD saying hi to Ray. Remember the live stream group is the people who love the interactivity.
Yeah.
It's not, they're not saying they don't want your videos and like that, but at the end of the day, this is a group of people that this is what they do for their entertainment. They don't really watch the videos. They literally like to participate, carry on conversation. And so it's just a contingency of people that are into that.
Yahoo!
In fact, the only reason I'm doing this is to kind of help support Ray's time block. Like, I think I was a little bit late. I was thinking about 7. But I gave him a window because I was like, if he pops on, I don't want to be like, going against Sir Ray. I was like, I'm going to wait. And so finally, I remember that dynamic too, where it's like, hey, wait, that was my time block. And it's like, no, I always do it this time. What are you guys doing? I was like, oh, shit. I'm not going to step on anybody's feet just trying to dive back into this. But I did want to hear from Sir Ray tonight. I wanted to just sit back and listen to Ray banter. So now instead I've got to banter with you. Thank you. All right, there we go. Brother, I don't have anything negative to say about you except you seem to have a good heart. How is that an except? That is in addition. It should be like, brother, I don't have anything negative to say about you. And additionally, you seem to have a good heart. No, honestly, Grizzly, I appreciate that. I really try to do really well. In the beginning, right, I was trying to be funny. People, I think, took it the wrong way. I rubbed people the wrong way a little bit, and I was showing off girls' butts and just kind of doing this. I don't care what the rules are of YouTube. I want to just sort of, do it my own way. I'm certainly not in this for the money, so let's just have fun. And I think it offended a lot of people. So it's going to take me some time to damage control this, but I have in the last while I've made videos that don't include that anymore. I've kind of been grounded. I grounded myself a little bit, having a little bit more fun. I'm getting some positive feedback, but I think it's going to take a little while for YouTube to believe that I'm on the up and up. So Grizz, I really appreciate that. Which, by the way, my dad used to look like Grizzly Adams. So when he would go to Vegas, they used to call him the Grizz, right? So my brother's name's Steve, my dad's nickname was Grizz. So Grizzly Steve, you're like a family member already, right? Like I'm down with the sickness. All right, then Ray says, hey, HD. Well, remember, HD Apex. I've met him, Ray. Have you met HD? Or I should ask, HD, have you met Ray? I feel like I've known Ray. Like, I've done so many live streams and just kind of watched his thing so much. I feel like Ray's, a brother from a different mother kind of thing. And I hope he's still not smoking. I was on his ass about that. Quit smoking. How you doing, Ray? Says Rick. Rick knows them all. He knows everybody in here. Ray says, you want to get physical with me? Let's get physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. Let me hear your body talk. Okay, enough of that. LOL. All right. Good timing on that. Baker's number. Good to see you out and about, Ray. Yeah, Ray. I like that. Ray dog. Ray. By the way, tell Lynn we said hi, too. Phil says hi to Lynn. I say hi to Lynn.
Yeah.
Certainly your better half.
Yeah, since you get both the sunflower.
Enjoy them. You're doing good. You have a little bit of time left. We still got about 30 more minutes, so we have to quit. Smart Biz says, yeah, I've been working since I was 16. I started part-time. I've been working since 18, full-time. I had a rough last year getting hurt on the job, and work comp's a joke on treatment. But, this whole comment just reminds me of one thing. It's like, not everybody needs college, right? There are good jobs for guys that just want to go out and, repair air conditions, we need construction workers, we need stuff. You don't necessarily have to take the college path. So Smart, I'm very, very Smart Biz. He's responding to Smart Biz. I'm talking to Robert still. So, Robert, good job. Good on it. I look forward to meeting you. By the way, Robert, again, thank you for the shirts. Thank you for the gifts. You're one of a very, very small contingent of people that have actually done some pretty nice things for me and Phil. It will not be lost on you when and if we get a chance to meet. Ray says, alliteration is the same repeating sounds like Slapshot Samurai.
Frank and
Slapshot
Fell.
Samurai. Frank and Fell. I made that comment when you were talking about Slapshot Samurai alliteration. Okay, I got it together now. Remember, when you're on the receiving end of doing the live stream thing, you don't always catch every beat. So I picked up on the alliteration, looked up the alliteration, but didn't draw the correlation of the alliteration investigation. Insinuation. Situation. Okay. Hey, Frank and Phil. All right, so what do we got here next? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Again, see? The alliteration. Man, I am slow poking it tonight. Here we go. You're just slow keeping up with the comments. Yeah, I am. Well, I'm a chatterbox. I'm not as good as you are. Yeah, Frank Baker. We went out to eat a few times. Okay. Smart Biz. I'm 36. I will be 37 soon. Oh, the glory days. Soon I have a ways to go before I can retire. I'm working on getting the weight off and saving for the treatment while I'm waiting for work comp to get all settled in. Man, I'm brave enough even to do a little liposuction. Again, I talked about that earlier. If I would get down in weight and have a few areas that just look ugly, but I know I can maintain or sustain my size, I'll have them suck it out just so I can make videos about it. I'm not going to build a house in the Philippines. I will go under the knife and, let them suck my fat out here and there. Stupid me. All right. Bakers Without Borders says, we sure miss y'all, Ray and Lynn. I bet you do. You guys were like cronies, neighbors. Let's see. Frank, those look like Big Spitz brand of sunflower seeds. Okay, well, maybe it is. I don't know what the brand is here. But if you're familiar with it, right, these are just huge sunflower seeds. We're still talking. We're back on sunflower seeds.
Cheer Talk brand.
Cheer Talk. I don't know if you can see that. Cheer Talk. Somebody out there could do a little research, see if that shows up. They're amazing, though. Like, honestly, you can see, look how they're vacuum sealed. Like, it's like one of the most preserved things in the Philippines. Like, totally, incredibly.
It was imported from.
It says spiced flavor sunflower seeds, salt, spices, sucrose, artificial flavor. Who knows? Alabang coupon. That's all Philippine. Anyway.
It said Bliss origin is from Mongolia. And the distributor is from that.
Well, they are good. Ray says he misses them too. Robert Armstrong says, I got hurt at work too, and at around the same age as HD.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad, which made the option of retiring in the U.S. impossible. So I retired early in the Philippines. Yeah, and by the way, I've met him in person. He's a great guy. So I'm really hoping things are going well. HD, it's funny. You always crop up when it comes to the live stream. So, like, if I was thinking about live streams, you're one of the live stream gurus. Ladies and kitties. Fell kitty. Oh, okay. Ladies are kitties. And, yeah. What about the lady boys? What is that? Some kind of weird dog cat thing? Sorry. Had to go there. Fell Kitty. It's AC says you can make early retirement possible by moving to a place with lower cost of living. Yeah, actually, it's here too. I'm telling you what, I don't want to say I get away with murder, but life for me around here is almost lucrative. Me and Phil are one of the few people too. Like I talk to people about this, and they don't really advertise, but we did some investment in the bank here because we had just savings sitting there, and we did. Let's talk about our investing. I'm not saying any numbers, but we did some investing in the Philippines, which I never hear expats talk about. And so we have 6 or 7 different mutual funds, bonds, different things within BPI Wealth. For those of you who want to do some brief research, we're in BPI Wealth. And let me just say that the small amount that we put in, right, over the last, say, month or two? 3 or whatever, Phil's probably up about 15,000 peso just from, although this is long-term investing, but the fact is, rather than it just sitting there, she's doing really, really well. So, and I never, like I said, I never hear anybody talk about that. All right. So Robert says, Ray, that's good to hear. Once my brother and I get our startup and running, I'm hoping I'll be able to get some more downtime and get to my YouTube channel I like to watch, and get to the YouTube channels that he likes to watch. Okay, so he's been a busy guy. Ray says, I need to get back in a routine with YouTube. I've been lazy. Well, yeah, but that's the easy thing to do. I fell in and out of it many times in the 2.5 years. I've told you that. Like, in fact, I think it's a good thing to take a break. It brings you get a little grounded. You think of new things to talk about. When you start doing it every day, the monotony of that starts to, wear thin, even on your own psyche, even if other people like it. Who gives a shit? The bottom line is you got to be, sort of motivated to do that. And again, as you all know, I'm a video making guy, like shorts and long forms. I'm not really the live stream, person. Yeah, this is all new territory for me. The White Monster energy drinks aren't as sweet and low calorie. I haven't seen the white. Oh, yeah. Monster. I know Monster. Yeah. I wonder if they obviously, if it's low calorie, it's made with some of that, stuff that's probably not quite so good for you. But I used to hate the low calorie Red Bulls. Now I suck them down like it's a regular old, yeah.
Original.
Love it. And my mind's like, sugar free. Yeah, good suggestion on the White Monster. I'll look for that at SNR. Bakers. Yes, sir, Ray. Get back in your live stream. We miss it. We all miss it. We're all, just so you know, you were loved. The ones I hated, though, is like, are you a fag? Like, you're going down here doing it, like, and all of a sudden he'd have 27, 30, 40, maybe 50 or more, people on the eyeball up there, and he's reading positive comment is like, you like to eat toilet paper? It's like, what the fuck is these stupid comments every so often, man? But he handled it well. I don't have any of that. I don't really have. Everybody here is serious. We're lucky because I'm not reading the comment. I'm just popping it on the screen. So get back to doing your live streams. Let's see. I'm trying to guilt you into a trip to Tagaytay. Yeah. It was cryptic. Caught that. Man, am I behind? Manaman.
Mananam.
Umami.
But I didn't adapt in English.
What is it?
It's a Japanese word.
For what's mananam?
I was talking the taste of the sunflower. That's why, again, I don't know how to code mananam in English.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Wow, HD is on point.
Yeah, but
well, it just shows you how far on the live stream I'm behind. See, we need your live stream, Reagan. I could be like Mike and just pass all these comments and just go there, but I'm not going to do that. We just come through them. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We need your live stream again, Ray. Yes, we do. I'd be guilty of watching it. You get views out of me, and you always get some thumbs up. Every now and then, I even give you a pay, whatever it is, a picture, memberships, or whatever. Super chat. I did that to Mike today. Good. Yeah, $20. And you know who followed suit?
Oh.
Scott Smiley. I was like, I didn't mean to bring you down with me, dude. Don't do it. 1,200 pesos, just so Mike was. You know what Mike said too?
Right.
He's like, hey, Frank, it's good to see you, Phil. He's like, you know what? I don't watch all your video games, but I watched the comic. He's like, I like the comic thing you do. And I was like, really? It surprised me. And what was it? He said, Kat was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't say it. He's like, I don't care. I'm just telling him. He's like, I don't really watch the video, but I do read your comic strip. I like your comics that you do. So I try to be different, right? I think it's a good idea. I've not seen anybody else do that yet. Having said that, we'll probably see it all the time now.
Telling story of your lives and our lives.
Yeah, I think it's great. In fact, sometimes I transition regular. I make it look like a page that turns. Sometimes I even make us look like cartoons. Again, it's all fun editing, to be honest with you. Guilty. Hello. I try to keep them entertaining. If you're watching the same old shit all the time, budget videos, the same people, this, that, and the other, right? You pop on one of ours, like, look at this. It's, a little different. Yeah. Oops. Outline, I didn't read that one. All right, so there we go. Slapshot, I missed your alliteration earlier with the Office quote. Yeah, me too. Did I go over that one? I must have passed right by it. Let's keep going, though. HD from Robert says, I've been working in local government job here in California for 10 years. So I have my own retirement. I've been putting in since the 20s, and I've been putting in both state and maybe federal. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so these two got their own conversation going. California people. I'm a Virginia guy, and Oklahoma, I guess, way back in the day. Slapshot says, my favorite episode ever, Ray, of The Office. There was an alliteration comment.
Office.
Yeah. We just need to catch up. Lynn is going to Mindoro by herself soon. We will definitely do a live stream before I'm in bachelor mode. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. He'll be in bachelor mode. He's going to get himself in trouble. I hope not. HC says, I have a regular retirement since I was 20. And last 10 years, I've been putting both my regular and state pension in the last 10 years. But I've been
going crazy.
Stir crazy. But I'm doing it like, Ray in the Villains. I like every episode. Honestly, I think the first one is my favorite. Racial sensitivity training. Do you remember the TV show The Office?
No.
Yeah. I'm very familiar with it, but I wouldn't know the episodes like that. I'm probably more apt to know like Seinfeld episodes or Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David. HD Apex says, I go stir crazy easy. That's why my brother and I work on our startup business tech product. So I'm not planning on retiring anytime soon. Cool beans. Stay young, keep working, keep making the money.
As long as you can.
As long as you can. You're a really good cat. I like him. Let's see. Ray says, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. I will take the floor here. That's Stuart Smalley from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, you definitely don't know who this is. I'll show you that later. He's funny. Hold on a minute. Let me go back to that. Stuart Smalley, right? Do you remember if you watched those? What were those? They did the moments, the special moments. Anyway, it'll come back to me. Saturday Night Live did those like it would talk and say this thing, looked like a commercial for something, and the next thing you know, it was like something just really, really funny. I'm making no sense. Daily Affirmations with Stuart Smalley. Correct. You can always video call me. I might even put on a shirt. Ouch. Anybody can. I'd rather when you just take it off. HD Robert says, do what you believe is right. It's not the same for everyone. And my situation might have some similarities, but I have other things that are different. Best of luck with the SU. Ray Lynn said hi back to y'all. Good deal.
You.
Hi back again to her. And have a safe trip when you go. I'm glad you finally get to take a break from Ray. I'm still waiting to take a break from.
You almost have to, but didn't take it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I blew it. I'm too afraid to fly. Or maybe I was afraid of what I do when I get away from you. Lone Ranger is the only person I know who has read all 4 Lord of the Rings collection 4 times. I think I met him on Ray or Rock's channel. Yeah, Lone Ranger, Rick, is a guy that came into the Philippines who ended up dating my neighbor over in Westwoods, and I think to this day are still together, right? So we have an unusual connection, me and the Lone Ranger. But what the Lone Ranger picked up on is that you're a very consistent commenter to our videos. Sometimes one of the only commenters to our videos. So he was trying to give me a hard time by saying that the only reason he was here was to say hi to Rick. And I was like, you smart ass. But I love him. He's a lovable. And yes, if he's done that, by the way, that's very hard to do. Those books are so old English and fine little small print and made with like 1,000 pages or more. You got to be some kind of a reader to put yourself through that. Like,
Yeah, we watched just only for a movie, but reading it, oh my.
I read a book one time that I think had 800 pages in it, and I was shocked that I did it, right? And the print was kind of small, but still, these Lord of the Rings ones were, I couldn't remember all the areas, the locations, all the different names in there, or none of it is easy to read. So, yeah, that makes Lone Ranger a men amongst men. I will agree with you, Rick. No, Frank, I watch because I get good info about the Philippines, and you are entertaining. Okay, well, I like that because I'm sure as shit not giving out good information. You might be able to garner information from watching my stuff, but I sure as shit am not giving good information. Every time I've tried, I mucked it up and blew it, right? I do have one good information. We're about to put out a video in the next couple of days. It's the Thai food. If you come to Iloilo, the best Thai food I've run into so far is at the SM City Iloilo, and it was absolutely delicious. However, I saw some friends of ours went to a new place called Spice Social, right? So I'm going to make it a point because of some healthy eating. I think, by the way, I have to eat on my own on Saturday and Sunday. So on those 2 days, I've got to go either let Phil cook me some food or we go get some food. I may have to go give that a try. But Thai food, if you order it correctly, can be very healthy. The basil that was in the food the other night was just out of this world. So fresh.
From their green curry.
Chicken, all of it. Even the soups were just phenomenal. All right, Ray is real raw and funny. He is again. That's why I like to kind of put him on and just sort of let it rip at about 6 o'clock on. Like I said, even when he gets the schmucks who make comments that are pointless, he handles them really well. I'd get pissed off. I was like, "What do you mean? I don't eat toilet paper." Saying stuff. Are you a fag? He's like, "Yeah, no, don't call me that." And someone's like, "Are you gay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm happy." And that'd be Ray, right? He's like, "Are you gay?" Ray's like, "Yeah, super gay. I'm as happy as you can possibly be," right? He just turns it all around. He handles them really well.
That's supposed to be how you handle it.
I know, but
like
you have Ray's kind of personality and you got mine, which is sort of bipolar tainted.
Ding dang.
Correct. All right, Robert to HD says, HDFX, that is very true. Everyone's different. How's things been going for you? My goal is to eventually travel back and forth to the U.S. and Philippines. Hoping I'll be able to do that with our startup. Robert, just to speak for me and Phil, I really enjoyed meeting HD. I wish he lived a little closer. He'd be in my circle of people to hang out with. He's a nice guy. I really enjoyed meeting him. Some guys you're like, don't know about this guy, but HD was an instant hit for me.
Yeah.
I was glad he found me. Ray says, all the way raw. Raw dogging it. That sounds so painful. Craig of Hampton. Hey, Craig. What's up? How's life in the Elo? Well, Elo's great. I've kind of been a transplant. I'm out in Santa Barbara now. But Craig, actually, I seen you on James and Karen's channel, I believe. You gave them a ride, I think, here recently. So I was on their behalf saying thank you. It was kind of neat to see somebody I knew on there. Super cool of you. Nice truck, too, by the way. Have a really nice ride. Impressed. Ray says, are you not still in Elo, Craig? Craig, I believe, is in Pavia, I think, according to Danny.
So Iloilo, Pavia is still in Iloilo.
Yes, but I mean, maybe he's just, it's like a shout out. How's Elo? How are you doing in Elo? I mean, I don't know. Craig's a nice guy. I'm sure he wasn't bashing. I'm sure he's here. And then Rick says, Ray, nothing but love. I was going to say raw dog, but is that what he calls himself? Does Ray call himself raw dog? If so, that's a new one. I'm going to get him a shirt made. The raw dog. Sounds like a skinless hot dog. Kind of like my skinless longanisa.
Oh, miss you.
Yeah, Ray, we all miss you. See? Dun, 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 dun. We all miss the Ray. Where have you been? Rick says he is saying you got flavor, Frank. Flavor Flav. Frank. I'm a spicy guy. All right, AC to Robert says, let's post it. He says, you got to have some interests that keep your mind preoccupied. I'm feeling like part of the bourgeoisie sometimes, going to some fancy places in the province. It's not for everyone. Really? I'd like to see where you've been going to, HC, out there, actually. I've been to a few fancy ones with Phil. I went to one of her parents' or family members' funerals, right? And they served me up some goat intestine while Phil was like, occupied or whatever. So I felt morally obligated to eat it. Not only was it gross, but it was spicier than shit. And I usually can handle spicy stuff, but I just chomped it down and swallowed it. When they see me do that, they're like, you want more? And I'm like, here we go again, right? And so I took down another one or two, and then after that, I was like, getting a little full, guys. And then after that, I've given Phil shit about it ever since. It was like, oh, Jesus, Phil, don't ever leave me alone like that again.
It's easy to sit on.
I ate goat intestines that were hotter than Hades. Love to meet you all soon. Take care, Frank and Phil. Have to make some phone calls.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. They probably already left. It's so slow to get to these comments. Craig Hampton says, I'm here in Park Regency, Elo.
Okay.
He's right by the gearbox.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep, Park Regency.
Yeah.
I think you have how many Park Regency here? Yep, but
I'd have to check to see if I'm right, but if it's Pavia, yeah. Right by is that the one with the overpass? The Unga.
No, it's just.
How do you pronounce it?
All the way the Park Regency, I think.
Ray's like, okay. I will be on tomorrow at my usual 6 p.m. time slot, and I'll do a long stream. Good. Because I'm not good at these. Let's see. I still make taxable income on investments, so I still pay U.S. tax even though I'm here in the Philippines. Okay, see? I could do that, but I just opt to let Phil, do the Philippines version. Although one of our mutual funds is based off U.S., the tax market there. Mutual funds is U.S. mutual funds bought with Philippines currency. All right, Ray says, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica is a quote from The Office, the USA version. That I remember now earlier. Bears beats in Battlestar Galactica.
And version.
All right, what do we got here? Frank, I'm planning on coming to the Philippines Bicol to pick up the fiance and my daughter as long final test results come back clear. I'm hoping we can make it down to visit if time schedule allows. Well, let us know. Maybe I'll come there. One of my favorite things to eat in the Philippines is Bicol Express. There's probably no better place to get that than actually in Bicol.
In Pico.
Bicol. Although I'd have to make a special request. Although I like it with the pork, I prefer it with chicken. Let's see. Not receiving income from the U.S. government, so I make my retirement possible in different types of investments. Smart. Very smart. Hey, Frank, Virginia is a place I spent most of my time at when in the USA. Second was Florida. Stationed at Fort Eustis, Fort Lee, worked in the D.C. area at times. Love y'all, or love VA. You guys, that area, right? My kids used to play soccer against those guys. They dominated us. We did travel soccer, and the Northern Virginia teams were just second to none. Kicked our asses, actually. And then from Florida, my only real, I've had family live everywhere there. I was like Naples. I myself lived in, where was that? Now I can't even think of the name. How did I forget that?
I don't know.
By Destin, Florida, but that wasn't the town. It was right outside of Destin. I can't believe I can't think of the name of that little town. I owned a house there, too. Not for very long. That was during my getting divorced period.
Yeah, it's something weird.
Oh, yeah, Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa, yeah.
Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Yeah, I had the house there. I couldn't believe that was like, man, I'm getting old. Can't even remember towns I used to live in. Rick says, be happy and let other people be happy, Ray, and drink Red Horse. Man, I love it, but that stuff's fattening, right? Like, I'm all about this new Jack and Coke Zero. That's my latest, actually even a double. It hits hard, and my mouth gets to running. And even if it's not funny, I don't care. Man, I'll tell you what, I've sung so many. Every time I get drunk like that, I sing songs. I think it was great. It's like, man, that was a good one. You did good. Friends in Low Places, that sounded good. And then I see the video, and it's like, this is the most terrible singing ever. I'm like, oh my God, where was the hook? Like, we bring the hook out and just yank me off the stage. Ugh. All right, back to Sir Robert here. He says, HD, that's awesome, making it happen. I am definitely very blessed with having the state retirement. I have to give my grandpa, or give it up to my grandpa for a lot of my good decisions in my life choices for retirement. I called my grandfather my papa, and then on my other side, it was my opa, right? So I didn't really ever have a grandpa. HD from Robert. I have to give my grandpa credit. Perfect.
Yep.
Rick says, he and I have done it, Frank. So thanks for the backwards comments. I'm trying to get caught up. He and I have both read them 4 times, Frank. So thanks for the okay. So Rick has also read the Lord of the Rings. I thought it was a trilogy. I think they said it was 4 books, but in either case, they are not easy readers. Let's put it that way. AC says the LOTR provides the map to follow the different locations of Middle Earth. Yeah, see? What does that stand for again?
I don't know.
Of the Ring. Lord of the Ring. Lord of the Rings. Oh my God, I'm getting too old for this. And it does have a map. Still, even though the map's there, it just doesn't change. The words are very difficult to they don't just run right off my tongue, actually. Frank, he and I have both read them 4 times. Thanks for the compliment. You deserve that. If you're a smart person.
4 times.
Yeah, Rick is a very literate individual. I don't know that I could do it. Has anyone ever gone to the Philippines basketball game? I'm going to try and go on this trip. Well, if you do, good luck finding a place to sit down, and good luck if they're even going to be sitting down. They really love their basketball here, my friend. So you should enjoy it. Robert, that's very underrated blessing that people don't recognize. I had to learn and figure everything out, myself, which can sometimes be difficult and painful experience. I'm assuming you're referring to investment and retirement. Craig says, I'm 3 minutes from the gearbox. Man, oh man, be a good boy if you go up there. I see those guys from the gearbox all the time on the golf course. What's the owner's name? You remember?
Philip.
Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick says, come to Tagaytay, Rick. I'll have one with you. I'll have more than one. Phil says I drank 6 in Boracay and they were all doubles. So she's all like, you've had 12 shots.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yes,
I'm having another one. I'll just move to singles. And actually, at that point, I found Gentleman's Jack too. I'm like, oh, Phil, I've got to have one. I can't even believe I'm seeing a bottle of this stuff out here. HD Apex says, haha, all my fiance and I do when I'm there. We don't spend much time in Manila in the condos. We spend time traveling the province. I enjoy the province food. I actually like trying all the foods. Okay, me too. I'm guilty. There's not a lot of cheeses here. I'm not a big fan of cheese, so I can eat almost everything here. I like trying all the local province foods like the intestines, heart, liver, balut. With me being in California, I eat a lot of Mexican foods like cow tongue, cheek, head, etc. Well, that will remind you a lot of what's the
Sisig.
sisig? Yeah, pork sisig, and then the ox tongue would be a little bit like cow tongue.
Yeah, I like Octang.
So did I, actually. And I'm not sure about the intestines. I mean, I do it because I have to, but I'm just not a big fan of that. Heart, I would do. Liver, no way. I can already tell you, I just don't like the taste of it. Chicken livers, if fried, sometimes are good. Balut, I seem to put those down. I just give it a couple chomps and swallow. I like what Texas Philippines said about that. He's like, it's roast duck soup. You just swallow.
Yeah, swallow.
Just swallow it. Give it a few chunks. And then swallow it. Yeah, The Hobbit is the first, and then the trilogy. That's why there's 4. I get it. I was a little kid trying to read The Hobbit, right? Like, I think I was about 8 because I seen a cartoon that had The Hobbit. Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins and
Frodo.
yeah, Frodo.
I'm Frodo.
Wow, we're catching up here. My favorite book is The Stand by Stephen King. The extended version is over 1,000 pages.
Jesus.
That's a long and drawn out story. You know, Stephen King writes good books, but he goes into the description of the way things look around and things too much for me. I read Tommy Knockers, enjoyed it, but man, I feel like I know every aspect of what the woods in Maine look like. He's so descriptive. This isn't a bad thing, but it's just, you know, spent a lot of times reading descriptions of the locale. Let's see. Craig says, I've never been to the Gearbox. Danny, he tells me. Okay, well, you know, if I went to the Gearbox, I'd drink a lot. I know that. So, and I know you don't drink alcohol. As a matter of fact, he says, I don't drink alcohol. Yeah. So following up that statement, I don't blame you. Stay away. Stay far away. Stay very far away. Be good. And Ray says, next time you go to SNR, look for the Monkey Shoulder. It's one of my favorite whiskeys. Blended Scotch. Ah, okay. Will do. Monkey Shoulder. What an unusual.
Monkey shoulder.
The Monkey Shoulder. All right, everybody. We're winding up. Winding down. I've exceeded my 2-hour limit. Yeah, Ray. I read all of Stephen King's books with the exception of the last 4 books of his. That was one of his best. The Stand. Okay. You know, I had a bunch of Stephen King books that were in my stuff when I left Virginia. Yeah. Oddly enough, none of them got shipped here. Yeah. Kind of all missing. I don't know who took them. He did one book, right? Help me out here, everybody. We'll use this as a closing note. Didn't Stephen King write a book about the JFK assassination? Something like that? Maybe we'll pick this up tomorrow night with Ray when I see him at the 6 o'clock, and then can finally sit back in my chair and listen to him rather than feel like I'm under the gun like I am right now. Thanks for coming in here, you all. The Talisman was tops too. Yeah, I remember hearing that one as well. I was always a Shining fan, right? Like the movie The Shining. So The Shining and whatever the Shining 2's book was or whatnot. Yeah, and again, Tommy Knockers. I remember that one specifically. I thought it was really cool. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I've been entertaining for a while. People are getting sick of me.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for stop by. See you again to our next live.
Yeah, I didn't even pull up Ray's song. I almost need a new one. Frankenfell, boring as hell because we're doing YouTube. Simply no more but Cam, just editing like a civilized guy, I guess. Anyway, have a good one, y'all. Thank you so much, man. If you rewatch this, tell everybody I'm sorry the beginning was boring. I was out of my mojo. Fel wasn't here. Everything got better. They're all saying bye to you too, Fel. So, yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you a bunch, man. Peace out. I'll see you guys when I see you. Please keep watching my videos. Like, subscribe, hype, do whatever you want to do. I love it.